In this video, we're going to look at this green line. And we're going to model it again with this square root function. So the issue that I have here is that this line starts at 9, -3 and goes now to the left. Well, that's exactly opposite of the direction of the parent function. So my equation for this green function, I need to now switch the direction of my x. My x was going to the right. Now my x is going to the left. So I need to switch my x value and my h. So that's h minus x plus k. And now this is the function that is transformed from our parent function that models a square root going up and to the left. And matter of fact, whenever we put our second point in, our second point will govern whether or not it goes up or down. But this tells us we're going to the left. So I'm going to take my starting point of 9, -3 and then use my other point that I know it goes through to find my a value. So I have y equals a times the square root of something minus x plus something else. Well, I know that I start at 9, -3, which means 9 is my h and -3 is my k. So I'm going to erase this because we have it here, and you can see that we start at 9, -3 right there. But now I need to find a. So I need to take 3, -1 and substitute in my x and y to figure out my a. Y is -1 and x is 3. I'm going to simplify the square root. 9 minus 3 is 6. And then I'm going to add 3 to both sides of the equal sign. I get a 2 out here equals a times the square root of 6. Well, I need to divide by the square root of 6. And that tells me that a is equal to 2 over the square root of 6. For my purposes, I'm okay if you leave the fraction just like this. However, if you want the fraction to be written properly, then we need to do what's called rationalize the denominator. So 2 over the square root of 6, we're going to multiply both the top and bottom by the square root of 6. That gives me 2 square roots of 6 over 6. And then this 2 and 6 reduce to a 1 and a 3. So that number and this number are identical. So a can either equal 2 over the square root of 6 or square root of 6 over 3. I don't care which one you use. Again, most of y'all in my class will probably use this one, and I'm okay with that because it shows me that, first of all, you watched the video, and second, you were able to get this a and find your equation. So our final equation for this green line right here is y equals 2 over the square root of 6 times, you can put parentheses around it if you don't want to get confused, 2 over square root of 6 times the square root of 9 minus x minus 3. The other way that it would be written would be the square root of 6 over 3 times the square root of 9 minus x minus 3. And then the very last thing that you could do is that you could multiply this 6 by 9 and x. But that's a little more advanced than I want to get here today. I just want to make sure you can get this transformed function to be able to use it or use this type of function with your roller coaster.